Copper Mountain, show number 4 on the Snowboard Show. We're at USASA Nationals at Copper Mountain, and my first guest for tonight, even though it's not even noon yet, or maybe it's around noon, is a great kid. His name is Noah Avallone, and he's a multi-sport person. He skates, he surfs, he snowboards. He's got very cool parents that I've known for a long time, so let's bring out Noah Avallone.
Yeah. Sit, where should I sit?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah, good to be here.
How did you get into snowboarding? I imagine it was great having parents like that.
No, I got into it just by like seeing them doing it and just wanted to do it. Like ever since I saw them do it, it's like.
Were they protective of you in the beginning, or did they just kind of let you do whatever came naturally?
I don't really remember, but I think it just came naturally. They just let me do whatever I wanted, do whatever, like tricks I wanted to try, anything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you started first?
I think skateboarding, because it's just the easiest like to get into. Like you can do it anywhere, and then snowboarding, and then surfing, I think. Yeah.
Cool. And how old are you?
14.
14.
Yeah.
Wow. And where do you live?
I live in Montauk, New York. During the winter, I live in Vermont.
And is it difficult for you to be away from your family when?
I go to boarding school in Vermont,
Gotcha.
So during the week I don't see them, but on the weekends I see them. And it's not that bad. I FaceTime them and stuff. It's pretty chill, yeah.
So it's a pretty serious, fully immersed program.
Yeah.
About skating, do you compete in skating too?
Not really. I just like to skate for fun. And, like I never really took it seriously. Just like a hobby of mine is skating.
But you are also a national champion in longboard surf.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. How'd you get into that?
I don't know. I started surfing when I was like 6 years old, like by myself, like in the lineup, and I don't know, just always loved it, like being in the water and the sun and stuff. So yeah, we went to the nationals in California, Oceanside, and yeah, I don't know, I did pretty good. I won.
You also just competed in Switzerland
Yeah.
at Junior Worlds.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So you're traveling all around the world, doing all these different sports,
Yeah.
starting to really excel and win at things.
Yeah.
What are your plans for the future?
Just keep doing what I'm doing, keep surfing, keep competing. I love competing. It's super fun. It feels so good when you do pretty well and land a run. So yeah, just keep doing what I'm doing. Hopefully, like I get somewhere big.
And is it about the experience, or
Yeah.
do you have like a set goal in mind? Like you want to maybe, I mean, they don't have longboarding in the Olympics yet, but what if they did? Would you want to be like a dual sport Olympian or something?
That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, definitely like the Olympics, and snowboarding would be really sick. And then
So let's bring your dad out here, Mike
Cool.
Avallone, who is also a lifelong board sport enthusiast and a friend of mine. Good to see you, Mike.
Yeah. I got a couple very proud medals that Noah won this week.
Yeah, I mean, if one of my kids won medals at nationals, I'd probably do the same thing too.
Absolutely.
Sick.
So, Mike, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on, and tell me a little bit about what it's like to raise a kid who, number one, just adapts to the sport so quickly, and then number two, excels and is like on the way to a high level career of this stuff.
Well, it's been kind of a work in progress, learning curve. Been doing the best I can. Started with him when he was 6 years old in USASA, and I never was a competitive snowboarder. So I decided motocross was like a fun thing to do. It's just the easiest thing. It's man versus man. First one down the hill wins. So and Noah showed some promise with some real speed. He was passing me by, so I decided to compete alongside him. And we were in the same group at USASA for three consecutive years, and I became a USASA coach. So to help him on his path and be behind the scenes with him.
What was it like? I mean, he wasn't always at boarding school, so to get him to the hill, what was it like as a family? And not just him, you have 4 people to think about, right?
Exactly. But lucky my wife used to be Swiss Miss on the Burton message boards. Loves snowboarding as much as I do, and my daughter, who's 2 years younger than Noah, loves snowboarding, and she started competing as well. We weren't we live at the in the mountains. We lived in New York City, so it was very important for Noah to embrace all board sports, because I thought every time he was skateboarding, he'd be getting better at snowboarding. Every time he's snowboarding, he's getting better at surfing. Every time he's surfing, he's improving his snowboarding.
Yeah.
I think they all really meld together, and that's how he stayed so, I don't know, ready every time he got to snow, because we were 4 hours away.
So do you feel coaching is an important aspect for you, or do you think you could just do it all on your own?
And yeah, it's pretty cool. I feel like it matters a bunch.
Is it more of a mental or a technical asset for you?
Both. I think mental, because I have a couple bad habits that I try to fix, and that's all in the head. And physically, I know what I have to do and like what to do to like change what I have to do, and it's just mostly mental. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, one of the biggest things about seeking coaches and getting advice from different coaches is that it's always in the back of your brain.
Well, this conversation, I guess, makes me feel like I have to open my mind up a little bit. That's crazy talk, but I've been so anti-coaching for so many years. What can I say? I mean, maybe there's something to it.
Yeah, I would say up until about the last 2 years, he probably rode 80 to 90% of the days without a coach, just as with us as a family. Mm-hmm. But as he's gotten to bigger features, 22-foot half pipes, X game style, slope style jumps, that's something that's beyond my scope.
And bringing, like we talked earlier when we did the average snowboarder segment about Mount Baker, and you had mentioned, how great that was, that period of time that you won. I forget the exact sequence of how you won everything, but it was like a few years where you kept going back and winning the invites back. So is that one of your favorite places to go to? Yeah,
it's amazing. Like when we have good weather or bad weather, it's just so fun. Like when it snows, there's so much stuff you can do, and it's just like that competition is like has such good vibes. Everyone's like hanging out, having fun. Like it's not really like too competitive. It's super sick.
Have you ever ridden with Jeff Fulton?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
No.
That'd be sick.
No?
Though.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. I mean, a 14-year-old who knows who you are, Fulton. I mean, come on, that's awesome, bro. All right, well, hey, I really appreciate your time, and just stay right there. We're going to have Lucas Foster coming on the set next, and really appreciate you coming out here and sitting.